Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review of Tower of God chapter 338, or season 2 episode 258. My voice is a little bit gone right now, but I'm gonna be doing the best I can with reviewing this. So let's discuss this. It's a big info dump. Lots of information dumped on us, and that's basically the crux of the chapter. Let's start talking about this from the beginning. We see Rak is trapped wherever he is by this beast thing. He says he can fight it, but the girl's like, nah, you need more people than that. But he's like, no, I can totally handle it, even though he can't, hence him being trapped there. Now my guesses for who the girl might be, I'm thinking Data Arlen or Data Yeon Hana. My reasons for that is because imagine Rak travels with her all around, and then Bomb and group gets there, and then when they finally meet, it's like, oh my gosh, she was Bomb's mother the whole time. Big surprise. Except a lot of people are guessing that, so I guess it's not that big of a surprise. Other guess would be Yeon Hana, just because of the relationship between Yiwa and Rak. Then we see the souls are being returned to the residents of the Floor of Death. Mata is up now, the Grand Family is up, and Joe is up and with Mazano. Then Gustang says that he has more of a test than a favor for Bomb. Yuri still doesn't know about Arlen. I still want to see her and Andrasi talk to Garam. I really hope we get to see that. Gustang says V is the worst person that he's met. Gustang also says that he'll grant Bomb a wish, and Bomb pretty much says, fuck finding out where Rak, Yiwa, and Danwa are. I guess they're dead. Let's go save Akraptor's murderer. So yeah, he goes to save Rachel. We see Yura and Wangnan are watching through a camera in Rachel's hair until it gets destroyed. And that Wangnan doesn't think, this is important, Wangnan doesn't think he'll be able to kill Rachel if Bomb is around her. Which gives his actions being part of her team a bit more explanation, is that of course he wants to be there so we can get revenge for Akraptor and kill her, but he knows that if Bomb is around her, he can't do that. Bomb would save her, try to protect her, it would hurt Bomb, so we can't do it with Bomb around. Gustang, funny enough, just heals Rachel by staring at her. Yurik says that Joe can leave the floor, and that was really funny, saying he would pester Gustang for it. But Joe just asks Yurik to leave him while crying, because he says, you know, I'm weak. I found out that when I have power, I would abuse it. I'm a weak person, but I think that we have more to see coming from that scene, maybe, hopefully, because I would like to see a bit more of that, a bit more resolution there. Then Gustang transports Bomb into the Spirit Room's foundation. The Thorn Fragment is there. Gustang wants something that Zahard hid, whatever that is. No real guess currently, no real clue what it is, but he wants it, Zahard hid it, so that would make it seem that he is definitely working not with Zahard here, because Zahard wants it hidden, but he wants whatever it is. And it's hidden in the hidden room of the Hell Train, which is a virtual floor with data copies of every person who's made it to the end of the train, and man, the description is amazing. Apparently when you get to the end of the train, you can make it saves your data copy onto the virtual floor, and you can sync with the data copy. But there are 3 rules to that. If you tell anybody else about it, which being a 10 family head somehow makes Gustang immune to this rule, but if you tell anybody else about it, your data is deleted and your memories somehow. Or maybe it's just the memory of the data. Either way, maybe that's up to translation error. I don't know. Like margin of error within the translation. Then the second rule, rankers can no longer sync with their copy. So once you become a ranker, you can't go back into the virtual floor, which is why he can't just go get it himself. And third, your data can't be updated. So pretty much it saves where you were when you made it to the end of the Hell Train, and then if you go to the 100th floor and then try to come back, if you go sync with your data copy will still be you at the end of the Hell Train. You can't just update it to be a new copy of yourself, so you can't just go and make it stronger. And also, if you go there, you cannot bring items back. But Gustang has a master key, which kind of breaks all these rules, because it lets him go in there as they are now and not save their data. That's the downside, is that it doesn't save their data, they just go in. Also, the person in charge is the data of young Zahard when he finished the Hell Train. I guess that's not an opera, that weird, huge lighthouse he has. It shouldn't be an opera, maybe it is. But I thought that was interesting to note that he had that massive lighthouse. And Rack is in the virtual floor with him. A lot of people have brought up, how the hell did Rack get there? That's actually a really good question. I have no idea how Rack got there. Yeah, I don't know. Somehow he made it to the end of the train. Maybe somebody found him and took him there. Maybe that girl. Maybe she isn't actually a data copy of somebody. Or, well, I mean, technically she is. But maybe she's an actual person that took Rack there, and both of them got put into the virtual floor. And maybe Rack is just still unconscious in real life. But who knows? Well, I mean, in real life of the tower. Either way, that's it for the chapter, though, and in the blog. Not as much info as last week. CU says that Gustang is a very important character, and that he's actually a villain with a personal story, which seems reasonable. As a lot of us have discussed, he's probably not helping Bomb for Bomb's sake, he's probably helping Bomb for Gustang's sake. Also, he says that the hidden floor is like part 2 of the Floor of Death, essentially. It's like a 2-part deal. And we're going to see other characters that weren't spotlighted in this arc get a little bit of the spotlight, which is reasonable because a lot of this arc is focused on rankers, like Yurik and Yuri, Garam, all them. So it'll make a lot of sense if we focus on our actual group and team this time. So, something in my eye. So yeah, that just makes sense. So yeah, some thoughts on this I haven't got to yet. I ran through that really quickly, but like I said, I guess it was just that info dump. But yeah, the virtual floor has me very hyped. I think it has all the makings of something that could be one of my favorite arcs. We'll see. We'll have to see how it goes, but it definitely has all the sort of structure needed to be an awesome arc. I thought that this chapter made pretty good progress forward. Pretty good progress forward in the story. We got to see everybody get their souls back or whatever. We got to learn about the next, well, presumably next place that everyone's going, and we got to see what's going to happen with Rachel getting healed. Pretty much just see you going through and answering a bunch of our questions, really. And then we also found the second Thorn fragment. So yeah, pretty good plot progression. Plus, it was good for information. Like I said, just a giant info dump, and that's it. Actually, don't know how. Even though it was just an info dump, I thought we made so much plot progress, and I'm so excited for the virtual floor that this is kind of the sort of chapter I end up liking a lot with Tower of God. I'm going to give it 9 out of 10. That's a high score, but I'm going 9 out of 10 because the whole rule explaining stuff and world building and just plot enhancement by answering these questions and adding in new lore-ish kind of stuff. It really, and we got to see Zahard, young Zahard, for the first time this clearly. So, yeah, I'll give it 9 data moms out of 10. Bomb, find your data mom. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, we could see V's data there as well, and maybe that could explain a little bit of why Gustang thought he was a bad person. We'll see what happens with that. So, yeah, that is it. So, thank you once again for watching. Like if you did like the video, and comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter and what you thought of my thoughts on it and all that. Subscribe for more Tower of God, much more on the channel. Sorry this was a bit short, but I feel like I talked about everything. I don't think there's anything I missed. Either way, subscribe, I already said. Follow on Twitter if you want. So I'll try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel, or I can talk to you there if you want. If you want a link to the Discord, just ask for one and I'll give it to you. So, that's it. Thank you once again for watching. I'll see you all next time.